Sound like some Viking music, don't it?
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud, gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go, let's go.
Shooting lights out. Good Monday, ladies and gentlemen. It is November 3rd, 2025, and Shooting Lights Out is rocking and rolling. Thank you for joining us today on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and of course, once I get it up and running, because I surely forgot. We'll be live on the Real Rise Radio.
Real Wise in the house.
You're muted, sir.
I'm sorry. How dare I be muted?
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy. How dare I? How? Lord have mercy. It's some bull.
As we having technical difficulties with Cole Johnson. But don't worry, I'm in the building. And this that needs to be said right now. Hold on.
I better be heard. Ain't that a shame? Oh.
Yeah, we can't hear nothing you're saying, Mr. Johnson.
But you're bored. Bored.
It looked like I'm frozen.
Oh, you can hear me now.
As we try to work through these technical difficulties,
Hey,
let's see what we got going on here.
I said yay or nay, you give me Nathan. What a bunch of bored.
Well, let's do this real quick.
What?
Let's see what we have going on here.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Get Mountain Entertainment with Paramount Plus. Stream new movies such as Mean Girls, Transformers: Rise of the Beast, and Good Burger 2 with Paramount Plus. Stream live sports such as the UEFA Champions League, the NFL on CBS, the PGA Tour, and March Madness. Catch hit CBS shows such as Fire Country, Ghost, NCIS, and more. But also catch exclusive originals for Paramount Plus such as Special Ops Lioness, The Famous Stallones, and the hit series Halo. The new streaming home of Showtime. Watch Showtime original series and movies when you sign up with Paramount Plus with Showtime. make it a fun, action-packed adventure for the whole family, and create kid-friendly profiles for the little ones. So much to stream with Paramount Plus, with over 45,000 full episodes from BET, CBS, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, and more. Paramount Plus plan starts at $5.99, but if you subscribe today, you'll get a free trial. Paramount Plus, mountains of entertainment.
Poppy J.
You got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying, but this is also an option.
Wise El Jefe.
We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Everything. Like Gen X's, we are the ones.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Poppy J and Wise El Jefe, Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
On the verse 48, verse 48, verse 48, verse 48. Well, welcome back to Shooting Lights Out. Well, unfortunately, my partner is not here. Cole Johnson's here. He'll join us momentarily. And I think we shall begin by going, let me see, Iron Unkind, no. Let me see, Steel, no. Block Shot, no. Around the Hardwood. Well. Well, let's start with a wonderful honor that is taking place in the WNBA realm, shall we? Candace Parker. Yeah, she headlines the women's side of the Hall of Fame class. It will be her, Elena Deladon, and Cheryl Reeve. They will headline the 2026 Women's Basketball Hall of Fame class. It was announced this past Thursday. Other players getting inducted on June 27th include international stars Isabel Fischikowski of France and Maya Valdemoro of Spain. Kirkwood Community College coach Kim Mull and Barbara Kennedy Dixon. They also will be inducted, as well as ESPN announcer Doris Burke. Now, the Hall of Fame president Dana Hart had this to say about the festivities that will take place next summer. Quote, "We are honored to pay tribute to 8 distinguished legends of this exceptional sport. They exemplify the highest standards in women's basketball and have made substantial contributions to the sport, along with shaping the game's historical trajectory." Close quote. Now, you have Parker, who won 3 WNBA championships on 3 different teams. You had Deladon, who was named the national team director of the USA Basketball 3-on-3 team. Well, she also won 2 WNBA MVPs and made 7 All-Star appearances in her 11 seasons with the Mystics, which she actually won a championship there in 2019. And of course, we all know Miss Reeve. She now is the coach of the Minnesota Lynx, and she has won 4 titles in her 16 years there. Your thoughts on the 2026 Women's Hoops Hall of Fame class, Playmaker?
Everybody deserving. Everybody. I have no qualms whatsoever with the selection, especially the legendary Doris Burke.
You know, it's funny. She's been getting a lot of hate as of late, and I don't understand it. I think she's a wonderful personality for the sport, period. And it doesn't matter if it's for the women's game or the men's game. And it's crazy that, yeah, she does get that type of hatred. However, on this show, Doris, we're both fans of yours. For those who don't know, she was has been a basketball voice for the last 3 decades. She has been working with ESPN for now almost 35 years. course, she was a huge part of the network's coverage of the NCAA tournament and the WNBA, and was a trailblazer, working the men's college basketball coverage starting in 2003, and then the NBA as well, and became part of the network's lead broadcasting team in 2023. And along with that, she actually knows the game itself because she was a pretty good basketball player in her own right. Too bad the WNBA didn't exist when she was around. Well, congratulations to all the women. You all have earned the honors for sure, and I agree, every one of them are deserving. Now,
Before you continue on,
yes, sir. Victor Lock, VLock 83 or Vicalock says, good afternoon, gents. Good afternoon to you, to the snowman in the mornings, Ed McMahon. He says, wait a minute. The EP of all EPs writing solo? No. We had some technical difficulties. It was first me, and then it was Playmaker, and we took turns having our equipment act faulty. And then he says, oh, the original Splinter Cell has infiltrated. Laugh out loud. And he talks about the WNBA class of 2026, a women's hoops Hall of Fame class. He says, absolutely deserved. Congratulations for sure to Candace Parker. And of course, from Victor, he lives in Chicago, and Candace Parker has a huge part in basketball history in Chicago.
all right. Ooh,
Now.
Dustin.
One half of No Credentials Required, Dustin Henry. He says, yes, that's a great Hall of Fame class. Candace was always a favorite of mine. And now she's doing well being an analyst. She's attacking it like she has.
She's a color commentary too for Amazon Prime.
Yeah. And now she's doing color. So, she's doing her thing. It looks like she's the type that whatever she attacks, she's going to be Hall of Fame in how she attacks it. So, yeah, congratulations to Candace. She deserves that honor. And glad to see you aboard, Dustin. Say hello to Ryan Forrest. I hope that your show tomorrow is going to be great.
Hey, Dustin, I ain't get a chance to message you yet, but I can tell you this here. Anytime on a Monday, you want to come talk hoops with us, just let me know.
Oh, well, since you mentioned that, yeah, you could definitely talk hoops because I have to warm it up. Since Dustin is a Mavericks fan, I love Dallas. Oh, Victor says, I watched her play, talking about Candace, during her high school days because, yes, she played high school in Chicago too. And she was a huge name in the Chicago area before she became big in Tennessee and then even bigger in the WNBA. So, yeah, definitely congratulations to Candace and the other women. Honors well deserved. Now, from the WNBA to my favorite subject to talk about, whether it's football, basketball, or whatever have you. The NCAA announced on Thursday that it will implement player availability reports for the 2026 men's and women's basketball tournaments when it comes its way again in March. Teams must submit their availability report to the NCAA the night before their games and again 2 hours before tip-off, according to a news release. The reports will be made available to the public. Players will be assumed to be available unless designated as questionable or out, according to the release. Inaccurate reporting might result in penalties for the school. The decision to require availability reports, which came after months of discussion, is part of the NCAA's effort to shield student athletes from sports betting influences and protect the integrity of the games. Sorry.
Just continue on because we got more on the NCAA in this segment.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry. You'll be able to get your laugh off, but we not done with the NCAA.
I'm trying to be composed here. This was making it hard. Okay. One of my wonderful colleagues, the NCAA president, Charlie Baker, he had this to say in the release. Quote, implementing player availability reporting is a major step in increasing student-athlete protections by alleviating pressure for the enhancement of their college experience. Close quote. HD Intelligence, a data firm that works with multiple conferences on availability reports, will serve as the NCAA's player availability service provider. The NCAA will assess continuing the program and future Division I basketball championships, as well as other championship events. All right, before we continue, your thoughts on this?
Well, one, I'm surprised it took you this long enough to finally do availability reports on the darn tournament. It's like the biggest event that y'all got.
Yeah, the biggest moneymaker they have.
Like, come on. Catch up with the times here, Charlie. Before you run up looking like Charlie Brown.
Last name Baker. Oh, my bad.
You should not be. You was wrong for that. You know that.
Hello. How you doing? Last name Baker. I'm sorry, my bad. Bye.
You want to save yours for later on, or
I'm
you want to get it out?
I'm gonna save it for later on.
All right. So Dustin says,
Dustin says, "Will do. If I'm not at work, also I'll prepare myself, Cole." For what?
For what? Victor answers your question.
Victor says, "Why do I start getting nervous when Cole says, I love Dallas?" Because I do. I love Dallas. I don't know why you get nervous about that. Why get nervous?
Moving on.
I love Dallas. Continuing on in the NCAA and my love affair of Dallas. A trio of congressmen
And
have
love
asked...
the NCAA too.
I'm sorry. A trio of congressmen have asked NCAA President Charlie Baker, first name Charlie, last name Baker, into providing more information about the association's plans to allow college athletes to bet on professional sports. Representatives Brett Guthrie, John Joyce, and Gus Bilirakis of the Energy and Commerce Committee, which often oversees sports integrity issues, told Baker in a letter published on Friday that they were examining the NCAA's proposed policy change and sent a list of 9 questions they want answered within a 2-week span. The letter did say that their concerns increased this week in light of recent federal indictments over illegal sports betting and gambling rings involving NBA players and coaches, as well as the NCAA's recent investigations into college athletes betting on their own games. The NCAA has been on track to drop its ban on pro sports gambling Saturday, but delayed the change to November 22nd. NCAA athletes are still prohibited from betting on college sports, and sharing information about college sports with bettors. Tim Buckley, the NCAA's senior vice president for external affairs, said in a statement, quote, "The NCAA has the most aggressive approach of any U.S. league in taking sports betting head on. The most significant threats The most significant threats to competition integrity are in states that continue to offer risky prop bets, as well as the emerging gray market made up of futures and predictions trading sites that operate without oversight. For the last 2 years, the NCAA has been working with gaming regulators to push adoption for stronger protections for college athletes and for stronger integrity measures. And while several states have made changes, more work remains." Close quote. Okay, your thoughts on this?
Before you ask me, our very own commissioner has something to say too.
Our very own commissioner?
The SEC commissioner. Who probably sound like the most sane one out of everybody right about now.
The SEC commissioner.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you mentioned that. The delay comes days after said SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey published a letter to Baker that said that his league's leaders believe that the policy change was, quote, "a major step in the wrong direction." Close quote. The delay came after SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey published a letter to Baker that said his league's leaders believed that the policy change was, slow it down, quote, a major step in the wrong direction. Close quote. Oh, Sankey asked the NCAA's board to rescind the policy change. Go ahead, Playmaker. Your thoughts.
And people want to know why those who are fans of the SEC, because we have a commissioner like that.
You mean one that actually has a brain on his head?
Has a brilliant mind. He came out and said, yeah, the SEC is known for football, but I don't just want to be known for football. We're going to throw a basketball up in here. We're going to throw baseball in here. We're going to throw softball. We're even going to throw gymnastics in here. And correct me if I'm wrong, Coach Johnson. There's about every sport. There's a SEC team fighting for the championship.
Yeah. Definitely in the three biggest sports that we can think of, and baseball, basketball, and football. Yeah.
And Greg Sankey is the one that says, ho. You talking about allowing college athletes to bet on professional sports? I don't think that's a good idea.
But they want the money.
You didn't hear from the Big Ten commissioner.
Because he has no balls.
You ain't hear from the Big 12 commissioner.
Because he has no balls. Although he looks like one of those characters in it looks like one of the villains in the Arrow.
You ain't hear from the ACC commissioner, Jim Phillips.
Because he has no balls.
But you heard from the Southeastern Conference commissioner.
Because he has too many balls. And he is correct. I don't get why the logic seems to be flying over just about everybody's faces and heads. Why would you? And I said this last week in my rant against the NCAA.
I can paraphrase it for you.
Okay, go ahead.
If you're going to let college athletes bet on professional sports, what makes you think at some point in time it's not going to slip into the college sport itself?
Yeah. And if the pro ranks are having difficulty wrangling this in,
which you did a free crowd on last week because you had no choice,
what makes you think that Mr. Baker, quote, the league that actually has the greatest integrity, close quote, can actually have a handle on this, and you're dealing with 18 to 22-year-olds?
And thank you to this article. I actually found out there are some people in Congress that has brains themselves. Yeah, we gonna need some information about this here, because the way that this sounds, this just don't sound right.
And the way I'm looking at it, this straight up is like having someone have a hot stove, and there is a 3 or 4-year-old that's nearby, and you're telling that son or daughter of yours to not touch the stove because it's hot. But you pretty much darn well know that the infant is going to walk its way or her way up to the stove and touch it. Double, especially since you told him or her not to touch it. It's akin to that.
This is the only time that I'm going to allow Congress to do something right. This is like, hold on, wait. Can you give us more information, please, or why you want to do this? We need an understanding here.
I mean, something has to give. I mean, I'm actually enjoying the fact that the NCAA is being called to carpet on how greedy they are. I mean, this is really what it is. They want to find new ways to make money. And they're going to find ways to make money off these cheering.
So, well, the 3 Congress people, thank you for actually saying, can we have a meeting, please? Because we need to see what you're seeing, because we're not seeing it here.
I know one of them's Republican, so
it's like we're not seeing this, so we need to know what exactly is your thought process with this, because this just don't feel right.
Because it ain't 100%.
It's not feeling right.
Victor, or V-like-A3, says, look, it already has, hasn't it? Wasn't there a point shaving scandal year? Yes, it was. Trying to think. Did that involve Edo? But no, that was a booster. Trying to think what. Shoot, I know there was one in the '90s. I know that, and I think there was one in the '80s too. But yeah, I mean, this has been an issue. This has been an ongoing issue for decades on end. And also, as I said in the rant last week, there was a reason why sports in general, amateur and professional, decided to evade Las Vegas.
And you know what the funny,
Mhm.
you know what the funny thing is? You don't even have to go back to last week because you might go on another rant on the very next topic.
Yeah, I was about to say I might go on a rant very soon. Yeah, it just. I mean, there was a reason why Las Vegas was banned basically from even being considered anything sports wise. And it was something that the rest of us could partake in, but the sports industry as a whole shouldn't have. And then they said, well, let's have the bright idea of having an NHL team there. Let's have the bright idea of having an NFL team there, move there. Well, let's have a bright idea of having a Major League Baseball team move there. I mean, it's safe considering that you have UNLV there. What's it going to hurt?
Okay, the only sports team that has worked in Las Vegas is the Aces.
Well, Golden Knights have worked pretty well too, but yeah. Because Golden Knights have won a Stanley Cup there. So from more ridiculous on the NCAA to even more ridiculousness on the NCAA.
On the same topic, too.
I know, on the very same topic. As college basketball prepares its tip-off tonight, an NCAA gambling investigation with links to the NBA betting scandal is impacting the status of multiple players at several schools, including according to sources familiar with the probe. One player has been dismissed from a team, and at least two others are being withheld from competition due to eligibility concerns related to the investigation, according to the sources. The NCAA said in a release last week that it had opened investigations to potential betting violations by approximately 30 current or former men's basketball players. Some of the cases have already been adjudicated, including ones involving former players for Eastern Michigan, Fresno State, and then San Jose State. Two schools that are going to be joining the Pac-2 very soon. I hope you do well. Western Michigan told ESPN on Thursday that senior guard Justice Williams will not be participating in competition, quote, pending the results of a recent NCAA investigation of events that precede his enrollment, close quote, at the school. That investigation is the NCAA's gambling probe, according to multiple sources with direct knowledge. Now, Williams did not play in Western Michigan's exhibition game on Wednesday night. The Philadelphia native started his college career at LSU before transferring to Robert Morris, where he did not play at all last year because of an injury. Attempts to reach him, surprisingly, were unsuccessful. Now, it continues onward. On Friday, Sports Illustrated reported that Eastern Kentucky guard Amar Knox is currently ineligible. Well, Knox transferred from Alabama State, which Sports Illustrated reported is a school of interest in the ongoing probe. Rut roll. Eastern Kentucky has confirmed to ESPN that Knox is ineligible under NCAA rules, but declined further comment. And earlier this week, two other schools said that players were held out or dismissed. Multiple sources with direct knowledge told ESPN these actions were related to the NCAA's gambling investigation. Oh, but it doesn't stop there. Wisconsin announced on Tuesday that senior forward Elijah Gray has been dismissed from the team because of, quote, events preceding his enrollment, close quote, at the school. Gray began his college career at Fordham and played last season at Temple. Just bouncing all over the place, son.
And you still ain't done.
I know. Because Dayton announced on Sunday that it was withholding sophomore guard Adam Nagy from competition after being notified by the NCAA of potential eligibility concerns, quote, connected to matters that occurred prior to his enrollment at the university, close quote. Nagy played previously at Iona. Now, the athletic director for Dayton, Neil Sullivan, he had this to say in a statement posted on social media. Quote, in light of these concerns and the ongoing review process, Anna will not be participating in athletic competition at this time. Close quote. Attempts to reach Gray and G were unsuccessful. What a shock! A spokesperson for Dayton declined additional comment on Tuesday. Mr. Baker, would you please come to the center of the floor and say and address the public? Is this what you mean by your league being full of integrity? Is this what you mean? Playmaker, your thoughts, sir.
No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, well then, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania is also investigating allegations of point shaving in college basketball, according to sources with direct knowledge to the federal investigation. Federal authorities have interviewed multiple college athletes, the source told ESPN. Now, some of the same bettors indicted in the NBA betting scandal have been linked to suspicious betting on college basketball. Dun, dun, dun! ESPN previously reported that Marvis Fairley, who was federally indicted last week in the betting case involving the NBA's Terry Rozier and Damon Jones, placed suspicious wagers on college basketball games at a Mississippi casino and had been banned from betting company-wide. At the time, Fairley denied any involvement in point-shaving schemes when reached by ESPN. The NCAA announced in September that it is investigating 13 former men's basketball players at 6 schools: Arizona State, Temple, North Carolina A&T, Eastern Michigan, University of New Orleans, and Mississippi Valley State in its gambling probe. Now, ESPN previously reported that indictments are expected. The college basketball season tips off tonight. And that's not the only thing that's tipping off, because these fools are also tipping their people who are taking their wages. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there. My bad. That's the belt.
You know what? This is what I'm going to do. Because, Cole, you don't know this, but we, even though you don't know nothing about it, we are revealing a new segment on the show today.
We are debuting a segment?
We're debuting a new segment on the show today. So I'm going to let you save your comments for when that time comes.
Fine.
Because I'm happy that I actually came up with this new segment.
Oh, Lord.
And we get to use it today.
Oh, good Lord.
But let me go back to these comments here, because that's why I was laughing the whole time. Because let me see. Let's go here. Let's go back to this comment.
So I didn't get a chance to read the comments. I was just reading the lunacy that the NCAA was just unveiling piece by piece, and you did a brilliant job setting this up. Victor says, "Well, yeah, you said that already. It already has, hasn't it? Wasn't there a point shaving scandal years ago? Well, you could scratch years and put days.
It gets better." That's what
Wait, he says, I want to say it was Arizona State.
Which school is in that article again?
Okay. Well, Temple, North Carolina A&T, Eastern Michigan, University of New Orleans, Mississippi Valley State, and Arizona State.
And let's shout out to Dustin for throwing some history in this.
Thank you, Dustin. He says UNLV with the Tark mob ties back in the day. Yeah. And that was ongoing. I mean, almost at his inception of being the head coach there, they always thought that he was tied to the mob, and they were trying to invalidate, especially their championship in 1990. They were trying to invalidate the team, and then they tried to invalidate the championship.
And I love Victor's response when you figure out everything he just said is actually in the article.
SpaghettiOs. Spaghetti.
Victor was thinking years in the past, but no, it's actually happening right now.
Mm-hmm. In real time. Yeah. Victor also says, how do you get stuck with the same issue twice?
Oh yes, Mr. Fairley. How do you get struck with the same thing twice? You
Yeah,
big
Jammer.
retard.
Yeah, Gyro, man. How do you get stuck with the same issue twice? Oh, we're not talking about that. My bad.
But Mr. Baker, you saying the NCAA is the most integrity league?
Yeah. It has the highest of integrity, and they want to preserve that.
And then you also say you want college athletes to be able to bet on pro sports.
This was originally what he wanted to have happen. Yes, but they wouldn't be able to bet on college sports at all.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're having trouble connecting dots, so this is the reason why I did this, because I just tied 3 articles basically together.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole availability thing, it all started because
it out beautifully too.
This whole availability thing using for the NCAA tournament, even though it took so long, it's because of what took place in the NBA.
Of course.
Which lead to the Congress people doing this. So Charlie Baker said, yeah, we need to have a meeting because we're not saying what you're saying.
Let's talk this over. Like Marv Albert always says when teams call timeouts. Let's talk this over.
And then while you still stand on what you got, you forgot about this, didn't you, Mr. Baker? Mm-hmm. Or you try to sweep it under the rug.
The whole league getting investigated. Athletes can't be in schools, and some of them athletes are tied to the NBA betting scandal. Oh my gosh!
And Cole wonder why I was having problems with the word integrity when we did the article last week.
Oh, I knew. You saw me laugh at that. I'm like, please. I'm like,
and to all you players, you want to know how dumb y'all are? Y'all thought that's because y'all wasn't in school for the summer that y'all weren't gonna get caught.
Dummies.
You don't erase history.
Yeah, unfortunately, you all don't learn from it neither.
You don't erase history?
You don't erase history, and you fools don't learn from it. Let me give you some old school advice that I received when I was knee-high to a chicken. Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. You didn't learn from history, and look at you clowns repeating it.
And Victor says.
Victor, feel like he says again. It's happening again. What clown is in charge at Arizona State? Is it Antonio Brown? Antonio Clown. I don't even think he could think
whoever was in charge, they doing the football, right? But I guess they forgot about basketball. Because we ain't had no issue with the football program.
No, it's been on that front. It's been quiet.
Ooh boy.
On my front, it's been quiet.
But we want to let college athletes to bet on pro sports. Get out of here. You already have a problem. You ain't even changed the rule yet.
I really want to know whose bright idea that was. It couldn't have been Mr. Baker's. It could not.
What if it is or not? He's the one that signed off on it. It's like the president. It don't matter if it was the president's idea or not. He the one that signs off on it. So guess what? Who is everybody gonna look at if something goes wrong legislative wise? You, Mr. President, you signed off on it.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it was Mr. Baker idea or not, you signed off on it. You dummy. But I'm gonna leave it right there because I'm pretty sure Cole Jones is gonna come back to this later on. So we gonna go from that to another dummy.
Oh Lord, really, girl? What is wrong with you, Lord?
Ruby Right dismissed from the number 8th ranked Lady Vols after second arrest.
What second door did you kick down?
They ain't had nothing to do with the door this time.
Oh Lord.
Tennessee has dismissed senior guard Ruby Whitehorn from the 8th ranked Lady Vols with the women's basketball coach Kim Cardwell saying Sunday that it is her responsibility to protect the program's high standards. She said, quote, "In light of recent events, Ruby has been unable to reflect those standards, and I have made the difficult decision to dismiss her from our team. I love Ruby and will always root for her, but my priority is to uphold the respected reputation of the Lady Vols," close quote. Whitehorn reportedly was stopped early Thursday by Kansas police who found her in possession of marijuana. She was charged with misdemeanor simple possession casual exchange. Whitehorn has been allowed back on the team following a suspension for an August arrest. She pleaded guilty September 5th to 2 misdemeanors of aggravated trespassing and aggravated burglary in exchange for this is the version after an August 8th altercation. Her record can be expunged after a year. The 6-foot player from Detroit was arrested after what police said was an incident at a woman's residence where Whitehorn kicked in the front door and the bedroom door. Whitehorn reportedly told officers she was trying to retrieve her property after the woman took her phone and passport and then locked the door. Would you like to hear from Whitehorn before you go off on her?
Yeah, I want to hear this lunacy.
Whitehorn took to Instagram and she said, quote, "As most of you know, this has been my best year. This has not been my best year. I am not usually one to open up about my personal life or challenges, and this is part of the reason I am in this position today. For the past couple of months, I have walked by fear and not faith, fear of asking for help, for guidance, fear of failure. Support on and off the court. I have failed to uphold the standards of the Lady Vols legacy and what it represents. And for that, I apologize to the Lady Vols community and the fans. Your support and encouragement will forever be appreciated. With everything that has occurred this year, I am dedicating time so that I can focus on healing and bettering myself mentally."
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's so
My bad.
disrespectful.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to go to sleep on air. That's wrong of me.
That's so
I'm so
disrespectful.
I'm so sorry. What was that you were saying, Playmaker? That was a good nap I took too.
Pretty much, you don't care what she said.
I'm putting it to you like this. Chick, you kicked down a door. Look, I get I get that the heifer that you wanted to do the mattress mambo with the things that this gets tossed on WNBA courts with. That I get that you having those types of issues. But I do not believe that you're like, well, I don't want my private stuff out in public. Chick, your business has been out in this doggone street ever since the summer began. If you didn't want to have your business out in the street, you wouldn't kick down a door. You wouldn't want to act like a Dave Chappelle skit of when keeping it real goes wrong, because that's what your life is resembling right now, Ruby. When keeping it real goes wrong. Because right now you're trying to keep it real, and life is keeping it real low. Straighten up, girl. You're too young, and you have too much responsibility to have your life go down in this downward spiral like this. Otherwise, when people hear you address another arrest after another arrest after another arrest, you won't get the treatment. You'll just get backs turned towards you. I don't want that for you. But the way you're heading down, girl, that's what's going to happen. And basketball won't be able to save you.
The Lady Vols, they open up their season tomorrow against number 9 NC State.
And you ain't going to be playing, girl.
Whitehorn started 28 of 34 games last year for the Lady Vols and ranked 4th on the team in scoring, averaging 11.6 points a game. She began her career at Clemson, where she started 62 of 66 games. She helped Tennessee go 24-10 in Caldwell's debut season before they lost to Texas in the Sweet 16.
And what mess did you get into at Clemson, too? Because you're going to get those types of questions, too. You running from what? I don't want to be asking these questions, but doggone it, people are going to start asking those questions of you, Whitehorn. Girl, what did you do in Clemson? And what did you do before you got to Clemson?
But you were saying earlier, Cole?
Victor Lafayette, like A3, says, in the words of Chris Rock, Ruby likes to keep it real dumb. 100.
From there, we go to some injury news from around the game of basketball. Starting the NBA, Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks, he'll be out 4 weeks with a knee sprain.
I hated seeing that.
Obi Toppin of the Indiana Pacers, he'll be out until February because of a foot surgery.
Ouch.
Kevin Porter Jr. of the Milwaukee Bucks, he'll be out for 4 weeks with a right meniscus injury. Today, came across my screen today, Dylan Harper of the San Antonio Spurs, he was seen in a walking boot, which they are calling a calf injury. And what you don't see, you can even move this out the way. For the Lady Bruins, for the USC, Sienna Betts, the younger sister of Lauren Betts, she's out for the season opener with a lower left leg injury.
Get well, Sienna. Wow. Get well soon and get well healthily, Sienna. Wow.
And that will conclude our heartbeat. All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, I got a heat check for y'all. Stay tuned.
Okay. All right.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
WWE Shop is your online source for all things WWE. Be a part of the excitement and score wrestling gear for big events like WrestleMania or SummerSlam. From current superstars to legends, from Raw to SmackDown to NXT. Don't miss this chance to shop for the most awesome WWE merch. Shop for the best deals as well as WWE gift cards and save big on your favorite items. WWE Shop at Fanatics Experience.
Cool McCain.
You thought you wanted Gunther against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there, seen LA Knight. Oh, okay. And then LA Knight hopped out the car. Let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these two kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Play Caller Sports Talk YouTube channel.
All right, welcome back to Turn the Lights Out here on this Monday. November
Welcome
3rd.
back. Your dreams are your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. One of the things about you. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought we were still in the commercial.
You know darn well we weren't on the commercial.
Why you be like this, playmaker? Why?
I got a heat check for y'all. It's not a surprise. It's not a surprise. But
It's not a surprise.
man, even when it's not a surprise, you still gotta do your heat check for them. So
All right.
let's go to the heat check.
All right.
Like I said,
No, I'm not surprised.
Like I said, it's not a surprising heat check, but you still got to give love even though it's.
Oh, you definitely got to give love. You know what I would say about the Thunder? Their style of play I really like. Even though they have a player that can dominate a game, he's so unselfish to where the others can still contribute offensively and all of them defensively ball. You just got to tip your cap to them. But why in particular did you give them the heat check?
Oh well, but Snowman's in the building.
Snowman Multimedia or Brian Snow or Snowman. He says checking in. It's good to see you, my man.
I'm glad you checked in.
McMahon.
I'm glad you checked in at this time because I ain't get to the new segment yet.
Yeah, your Ed McMahon has done wonderful in contributing, sir. You should be proud of Victor.
So why OKC is getting the heat check? Well, for one,
yes,
they're the last undefeated team in the league right now.
That's correct.
7-0 on the year. Look at these numbers. 7-0. They are 7th in scoring, 6th in rebounding. Assists, mid part of the league. They're not a great 3-point shooting team, but look at the defense. 2nd in the league.
That's where they make their hay. The fact that they know when to turn it on defensively.
We're talking about close to a 13-point difference.
Mm-hmm. They know how to shut teams down, and it's impressive. It's impressive that they know how to do that almost every game they play, and that is, to me, that's the most impressive part of the Thunder.
Before I can tell you, I got a question for everybody out there. What championship hangover?
Well, see, and this is the beauty of them. They're young too, and it looks like they believe they are dynastic. And that's a dangerous thing when you have a team that young believe that they can pull off more than one chip.
And they're not even fully healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we know
they're that deep.
This is the 7-game winning streak. Of course, we know about what happened with the Houston Rockets to open up the season double overtime win. Mm-hmm. And then we had the first of 2 final NBA Finals rematches. First one in Indiana, double overtime win. 17 win over the Hawks. They held the Dallas Mavericks to under 100.
Good job, Thunder. Oh, I'm sorry. I love Dallas.
They defeated the Sacramento Kings, the Washington Wizards, and the New Orleans Pelicans. Matter of fact, they destroyed the New Orleans Pelicans.
I was about to say, yeah, they give him a home.
That includes Zion Williamson because he was on the court.
Was it beignets on the court? Oh, my bad. I didn't even say it like that.
Of course, Shea Gillis.
No, he was trying to avoid a hoe. Okay, my bad.
Of course, Shea Gillis doing his thing, 33.6 points per game, shooting 52.6 from the field, giving you 5 rebounds and basically 6 assists a game. So you're talking 33, 5, and 6 a game.
That's good. I mean, Jordan was pulling those numbers when he was winning chips. Maybe a little, maybe a shade under. Jordan's getting a little bit more in the rebound department. Yeah, because Jordan was averaging what 30, 36, 6, 35 and 6
His running mate,
when he was trying to win chips.
his running mate, Chad Holmgren, 23
Now that
on 57% shooting, 42% from three with 10 rebounds.
Now that to me is the sticking point for other teams having to slow this juggernaut down. SGA now has a solid number two, a consistent number two now.
You know the bad part about it is J-Dub hasn't played this season yet.
Yeah. And he could actually switch up with Holmgren for being the number two, or be solidly entrenched in number three. But now there is a consistent number two, where if SGA has a cold game, more than likely Chet can get some points by crashing the boards and being a menace on defense too.
That's what happened against Indiana. It was not having a good game against Indiana, and the rest of the squad picked him up, and then when it came time to it,
he closed it up. And that's what you want in your number one player. You don't want him to carry all the load. Have him carry the most important load at the end of games where you feel he has the strength to do it. And SGA has the game where if one thing isn't falling, another will. Like if it's difficult to penetrate, he'll shoot from outside and more than likely he'll fall. If the shots ain't falling, he'll penetrate and go mid range
and get to the line about 20 times.
I want to say, and if none of them works, he will be active enough to where he'll get to the line a good amount, an inordinate amount of times. But somehow you'll look up and he'll have 30 points scored in the game, and it's considered a bad game. Remember what I said in the finals? I was like, doggone, I didn't know SGA scored. I think it was like 35. So I didn't know he scored 35. That was a bad game for him. And I said that on purpose. Because that's just how he rolls.
I don't know how you beat this team 4 times in a playoff series at this
You
current
can't
moment.
because you can't. They're too long. They're too young. They're now still too hungry.
And they're
they're
deep.
too athletic. And they're too deep.
They don't mind playing 11 guys if they need to.
And they don't mind playing. They don't mind playing small if they need to, and they most certainly don't mind playing long if they need to.
And you know the crazy part is everybody on that team know their assignment, and they are okay with their assignment
and execute it to perfection, including SGA. And that's the biggest key. This is the formula that the Spurs had in the 2000s and early 2010s, where everybody had their role, including Tim Duncan. But you knew Tim Duncan was the best player on that team. But everybody played their roles, and they played it to perfection, and nobody bickered. Nobody. As long as the chips fell, that's all they cared about. And this team looks like they have the makings of that mentality where everybody's unselfish and they will give up whatever they need to give up as long as the team advances. And if SGA is like that, everybody else is following his lead.
This team is unbelievable, man. But I don't see them going undefeated. They're gonna lose something. But here's the question, though: can they lose a game in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, but say the question is where.
This is the next 2 weeks. This is the next 2 weeks for games. Tomorrow they're at the Clippers, part of NBC's Coast to Coast. They have a double. They're doing a back-to-back because they go to Portland afterwards.
Their first loss may come with one of those two games.
They have round 2 with the Sacramento Kings in Sacramento. They go to Memphis on a Sunday. They come home for the Warriors on the 11th.
They have back-to-back home games? That sucks.
And then a back-to-back with the Los Angeles Lakers. And by the way, oh boy. The Lakers might have something. This coming from a guy who can't stand the Lakers. But Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, and Luka Doncic, Woo!
LeBron, you need to retire now, son.
Them boys are balling.
You need to retire now, son, because you're gonna ruin that chemistry.
So you see what I'm saying, right? Them
100.
Them boys are hooping. Jeez.
100. Luka, it looks like Luka. He's coming for next. And then who thought Austin Reeves was gonna step up and be like, I got game that's not just a sidekick of LeBron.
And they said, oh, y'all got LeBron or Luka. Austin Reeves said, I'll be the number one option. And proceed to drop 51 on Sacramento. And then November 15th, the Thunder, they head to Charlotte. And then November 17th, they head to New Orleans.
I know they ain't losing to Charlotte nor to New Orleans.
But
they can sleep through those games in Charlotte and New Orleans, and they will win. Heck, SGA and Holmgren can average 30 combined. I mean, can score 30 combined, they'll still win. Both them games.
So, hey. Clippers, Sacramento, Golden State, Lakers. Those are my 4 picks for one of those 4 to knock off OKC for the first time.
Yeah, that's my choice. I think it's coming either in LA or in Portland.
So, but hey, this squad here.
Well, wouldn't be surprised if we come back next week and they still have a 0 in the loss column, though.
With this squad here. Oh, for right now, I don't see how you beat them 4 times in the playoff series. I just don't see it right now.
I didn't see it last year, so I don't either. I don't see how any other 29 teams will face off against them in the best of 7, and they get 4. It might be to the point where they may not even get 3 off them if they keep playing like this.
And they're not fully healthy. That's the most scary part about it.
Mm-hmm. And they weren't fully healthy last year. And it's just this team is something else.
So NBA, y'all be prepared because it sounds like y'all gonna be visiting Oklahoma City a lot.
Oh, Stephen A., you're gonna hate Oklahoma City even more than you already do.
A lot. It is what it is. OKC, you're that team, and you get the heat check.
A heat check well deserved.
So, a quick commercial break here because when we come back, we debuting a new segment.
A new segment?
A new segment when we come back.
You seem very excited.
Oh, I am.
Oh, Lord.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Shop hats and official sports gear at Liz. Liz is the leader and #1 destination for hats, gears, and everything that moves you, making it the perfect shop for fans to find official sports hats, merchandise, and gear. Represent your team, your town, and your style with a snapback adjustable fitted hat or beanie from thousands of college and pro teams. Browse the very latest sports jerseys and t-shirts from the best teams out there. Liz has officially licensed professional and college sport team apparel and hats featuring the hottest brands and trends. shop online, or visit one of the 100 stores across the country. Locker Rooms by Lids.
The Big Ten.
How would people on the campus of Ohio State University, how would they look at Ryan Day?
The SEC.
Until somebody can show me that they can beat Georgia outside of Alabama, I gotta roll with the Bulldogs.
The Big 12.
Mike Gundy, show me something. I picked you last year, okay?
The ACC.
I need Dabo Sweeney and the Clemson Tigers to show me that they are understanding what the mission is at hand.
And the Pac-12. Whoa. I'm sorry, the Pac-2. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down every single week all the hot college football games, bearing down the gridiron on the Playmaker's Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
Welcome back to Shining Lights Out, and time to debut a new segment. In full disclosure, it's not even my segment. Guess what segment it is?
Whose?
Yours.
Oh, Lord.
So, you remember you sent me that list of things you wanted to talk about? I had to say, I was like, how can I fit this into the show?
Oh, Lord.
So today, I decided to create a segment for you.
Why?
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new segment.
This goes to best woman player in the world. You talking about the word integrity? Because they don't have any. You ain't got no balls, do you? WNBA owners, you ain't got no balls, do you? Really? So we should just tip our cups, throw through ice cubes in a small glass, and just tip the brown liquor. You talk about compromising, because they'll be compromised doing it. It's on. It's the utter blasphemy. I'm sorry, my bad. Professionalism. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Good Lord. So you set me up. You set me up.
So while you was probably just playing, I was actually thinking about how can I create a segment for you.
You jive turkey. Lord. Oh, good intro, by the way. But you
it's crazy. I did all that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I literally put that together this morning.
I can't hate on it because I stand by all of what I said.
Oh, I know you did, and that's why. And the music. I know what type of music you like. So I was like, "What's the right kind of vibe?" I was like, "That's the perfect vibe for Cole right there."
Why? Thank you. Oh my gosh.
So guess what, sir? So I did this because the stuff you want to talk about really isn't a flagrant foul.
It's not.
No, it's not. And of course, you weren't doing a heat check. So,
well,
what can I do? What can I do to let you just be Cole Johnson? So guess what? The floor is yours.
Oh Lord, to be Cole Johnson. Oh Lord. All right. I've just been combing the landscape of all of the NBA, WNBA for the last week, and I get hit with this question. Playmaker yesterday, as this was recording, said, "Yeah, what do you want to talk about?" Great. Now I sound like Cody Rhodes. So, shooting lights out. What do you want to talk about? That's what it sounds like to me. Well, anyway, so I'm gonna take a ride to WNBAville to begin, and my personal opinion is quite simple. The owners are ready to take these ladies for a ride. I mean, they're ready to actually uh, dra- rake them over the coals. So, for those who were unaware and those who are caught unaware, the WNBA and their collective bargaining agreement, the current one, which expired on Halloween, it got extended for another 30 days. So the next expiration date for the current CBA is November the 30th, which of course that falls on a Sunday. Now, along with that, when I saw the news, my thought was, yeah, these owners really want to drag these women, and they want to basically have them accept that they are pennies on the dollar worth next to nothing. And I think it's an abject failure for the WNBA to claim that there are four women's athletes, and there are four the women athletes who play in their league, and they share less than 10% of the total revenue. And then we have to have Adam Silver say, well, hold on, the presses. It's not about how much we share. It's about how these women can make money besides that. Nah, son, it's about both. It's about how they can make money away from the revenue, and it's about revenue sharing, and it's about how they can make money in the revenue sharing because, oh, I don't know, the players are the biggest product and the reason why we are coming to watch the games. These wonderful women that we just got a chance to see as of the middle of last month apply their talents and apply their trade. You can't treat them like second class citizens anymore, but you all feel as though you can. Okay. When these women understand that they shouldn't be treated like second class citizens, you're going to dislike how this all looks. And I'm going to be looking forward to the day where you all look like you are being depantsed, because you all need to be. But it should be the opposite way. Basically, the ladies should be the one. The ladies should be the one that have you drop draws, and then all of a sudden the mic check is not being done by them. It'll be done by crackheads that ain't brushed their teeth in a year. I'm sure you'll enjoy the mic check then. The NCAA, they're tipping off tonight. And I'm happy that we're getting a chance to see the NCAA, both the men's and the women's, take off again. I think it's wonderful. So tonight, let me see. The game on the women's side. I'm looking forward to seeing how things are going to shake out. Let me see. Let me look real quick. Real time, ladies and gentlemen, real time. So the women's in game, I want to see how this all goes, how this all checks out. So, we already had Duke and Baylor play. Baylor decided to flex their muscles, and the Lady Bears beat down the Lady Blue Devils 58-52. I know that would make Cool very happy, because then he's a North Carolina fan. So, we're getting a chance to see good college basketball games being played. And for the nightcap on the men's side, the game that I know my colleague and partner is looking forward to tonight, the defending champions, Florida Gators, they get to go to Las Vegas and they play Arizona. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Local time. And so now we get a chance to see these players go at it, where we get a chance to witness um, the the stars for tomorrow and the referees that didn't make the cut in the NBA for refereeing, and seeing how they can butcher games all their own. Oh, I didn't even say that I shouldn't say that stuff out loud. I'm sorry. And then there is Ja Morant. This dude had to be suspended for a game because of conduct detrimental to the team. And so he got suspended as a result of Thomas Isalo, the head coach of the team, challenging the leadership of Ja in an effort to in a post-game exchange in a 117-112 loss to the Lakers. And Morant responded in a tone that was considered inappropriate and dismissive. And the whole confrontation happened in front of the team. Now, the performance was wonderful. I mean, he scored 8 points, went 3 for 14 from the field, had 7 dimes, and he was pretty much terse when he was getting asked after the game, saying, quote, "According to the coaching staff, probably don't play me, honestly." That's basically what the message was. It's cool. Close quote. Come on, son. You too old for this crap. I mean, it's to the point where the most entertaining aspect about you is when someone asks, when you put yourself and Anthony Edwards side by side, and Kevin Durant decides to clap back and say, "Oh yeah, that backcourt, as fire as it may be, oh yeah, we can name it Glocks and baby mamas." Lord. And then we're now in the worst part of the NBA season, the NBA Cup. I just don't understand why we're playing this. What is the purpose? Why are we going through this? We're modeling the Euro League, and we don't need this. There isn't a need for this. There isn't a need for these courts to be painted like it's 5-year-olds that decide to just splash paint all over the court. And we're basically seeing a kindergarten art project explode on 94 feet of court. And they were playing for a cup where it doesn't matter if you win. What they win? They don't win a thing. They don't win an absolute abject thing. I don't understand why we have this tournament. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy, and people don't give a crap about basketball, technically, until we get to February. Why do we need to have this pointless in-season tournament? Why? And then you award extra money as benefit and as incentive. I'll ask this again. Why? So the question I have to ask NBA, what in the absolute is this bull? Professional. What is this? We got to see 31 courts be painted with this crap over the next 5 weeks. It's a waste of our time, our money, and our intelligence. It was fine as is, and I don't give a crap if this is a get off my lawn old man take. I don't give a crap. This is straight bull, and you know it. The NBA Cup. Lord have mercy. I mean, look, if the cups we were talking about was a bra from a woman, then it might be interesting. But a crappy golden trophy that don't mean jack. And it was supposed to be made more glorious because the bronze sexuals got a chance to simply drop to their knees, drop LeBron's pants, and just perform mic checks on his joystick and saying, "Oh my gosh, this is something Jordan never did." The award in December don't mean jack. It's the award in June which does. Focus on that. Not on some whack cup in a whack tournament that doesn't need to exist. The NBA Cup, the in-season tournament. What a bunch of crap. That's right. This goes to best woman player in the world. You're talking about the word integrity? Because they don't have any. You ain't got no balls, do you? WNBA owners, you ain't got no balls, do you? Really? Really? So we should just tip our cups, throw through ice cubes in a small glass, and just tip the brown liquor. You talk about compromising? Because they'll be compromised doing it. It's on. It's the utter blasphemy. I'm sorry, my bad. Professionalism.
How you feel?
I'm still pissed.
Well, you still got 5 more weeks, so. And every time Friday comes, guess what day it is?
Why do we have to have a pointless tournament that awards a pointless champion?
Okay. What can I tell you? But let's go to the comments.
Oh Lord, VLock83 says, "I love it. Cole's full court slam." Oh Lord, and I didn't even ask for this. That's what makes it even more ridiculous. I didn't even ask for this. Did not ask for it all. Dustin says, "Love the segment intro." Yeah, well, that's all due to Playmaker. You got to thank him. You got to thank him on that one.
Hey, you see, you said I've been getting in my bag lately, so I guess I'm still in it.
Yeah, you still in your bag. Victor says, Cole's full court slam brought to you by Hakeem the Dream's Hot Chicken, the hottest chicken in H-Town.
He also said,
work in progress. Victor also says, again, Ja. Yeah. Dustin says, man, so much talent, Ja. How many more times can we do this? Why is came on no credentials required? And we talked about this like 2 years ago. Thank you, Dustin. Yes.
And it's guess who made the chat?
Cool McCain. Oh, I'm sorry. Cool. My condolences to you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. He says, Nuggets Nation, stand up. Yeah, they're starting on pretty strong. People don't know. Cool is a big time Nuggets fan. Victor says, the NBA. Oh, sorry. Let me do it the way Snowman does it. The NBA Cup. Trace. Cool says, what's good, chat and esteemed host? What's good with you, Cool? It's good to hear you, bro. Dustin says, what's up, Cool? Eagles are making some big trades.
That damn Harry Roseman, man. That damn Harry Roseman.
Yeah, to me, the best GM in the NFL.
And I had the most underrated GM in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Because nobody want to talk about next league.
No, but he does pull out the moves. I'll admit that. But Adam Silver, read it, son, read it. The NBA Cup.
Now that's the Cool McCain I know.
Yes. Correction. Piss on the NBA Cup. Yes, sir. 100.
All right, one final break, and then get you ready for the week.
Read it, Silver.
And the
Read
NBA.
it, Silver. Read it, Silver.
We'll be back.
Eagles fan, join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Shop hats and official sports gear at Lids. Lids is the leader and #1 destination for hats, gears, and everything that moves you, making it the perfect shop for fans to find official sports hats, merchandise, and gear. Represent your team, your town, and your style with a snapback adjustable fitted hat or beanie from thousands of college and pro teams. Browse the very latest sports jerseys and t-shirts from the best teams out there. Lids has officially licensed professional and college sport team apparel and hats featuring the hottest brands and trends. Shop online or visit one of the 100 stores across the country. Locker Rooms by Lids.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. We will see about Cup. And running back Kerryon Williams to return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
All right, we're back as we get ready.
Rated Silver.
As we get ready to get you ready for the week of basketball. College has begun for the ladies. Men's will get started tonight. And of course, the NBA season still continues to roll on. And
Rate it, Silver. Rate it.
Are you done?
No, because it pissed me off that this dang thing actually exists.
Like
but then
I said,
again,
you still got 5 weeks to go.
To my man in Portland, you're missing the right portion of the season. Get healed up for December. Come back when games really do matter and kick butt.
You talking about Damian Lillard?
Well, yes, yeah, Dame. We don't need you to December. Bump this NBA Cup crap. Bump it.
Let's focus.
The games don't matter.
Let's focus on college. Okay. The college season, as I already tipped up on the latest side, as my co-host said earlier, but just to give a recap, here are the preseason rankings as they were set last week. So these were the rankings. And we got started, as my co-host said earlier, with the Baylor Bears taking down Duke 58-52 out in Paris. All right, now the game between Cal and Vandy just finished, with the Commodores taking it 74-65. So they go 1-0.
Down the line about half a mile or so.
Vandy took control of the game in the third quarter, outscoring the Cal Bears 24-9 in the third quarter.
Time after time, I'm trying to hold on to
this ain't the time for you. This ain't the Commodores.
Now we go. You mentioned the Commodores.
That's
Now
what
we
Vanderbilt's
go.
calling. You already know that.
And I don't mind about the things you're gonna say, Lord.
You might be singing it on Wednesday though.
Probably so. Oh my.
On the men's side, oh well, I forgot tomorrow. The Lady Volunteers, as we talked about Ruby Whitehorn being dismissed from the team earlier. They are in Greensboro, North Carolina. You take on the NC State Wolfpack. And then the Armed Forces Classic, 5:30 p.m. ESPN between the 20th ranked Louisville Cardinals and the reigning defending number one team in the land, the Yukon Huskies. Anything you looking forward to when it comes to the ladies basketball?
I want to see if UConn has reloaded yet again. That's one thing I want to see. Unfortunately, the thing that I think we all wanted to see, we won't the most, and that's the continuing evolution of one Juju Watkins. But besides her, I want to see if UConn has reloaded again. I want to see if UCLA and Texas can be two of those teams that can threaten that crown. And I want to see a surprise. You know, what lady squad is going to come up from out of nowhere? And we said in November, well, they don't stand a chance. We come back 5 months or 4.5 months later, and we're saying, wow, we didn't see this team coming. I'm looking forward to that more than anything.
Okay, that's the lady side of it. Let's go to the men's side with tips off tonight. Your world of preseason rankings again. For those of you,
now I'm on the gates. I'd be pissed. How are you the defending champs? You third.
They gave us the Ohio State treatment.
That's some bull.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. That's some bull.
Well, guess what? We have to deal with the AP all college basketball season. We don't have to deal with the AP no more in football.
I'm like, what did Purdue do to earn a number one ranking, though?
Pretty much, if you bring about best about everybody on your start from your team back from a year ago, they pretty much gives you a boost in ranking. So figure it that way.
So the two teams that ended up playing each other in the national championship, both of them got disrespected.
Pretty much. The defending national champion Gators, they are in Vegas. They take on the 13th ranked Wildcats of Arizona in the Hall of Fame series of Las Vegas. That is on TNT/True TV. And there's one bit of nugget that you left out when you brought this game up. It is the debut of Bryce James in college basketball. And his first game on the court is against the reigning defending champions.
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that. You see, you dumb this is your fault, pimp. It's your fault. We should be enjoying the fact that one of your sons is playing. But we're not enjoying that. We're enjoying you marketing products we don't need. So I guess you just want to uplift niggers on the corner. That and OGs won the bank 17-year-old snow bunnies. Congratulations, LeBron. Take it to the head with that brown luck. And because we can't enjoy your second oldest son playing, we got to think about your funky behind. Screw you, LeBron.
You just had to do it. You just couldn't let me. You just couldn't let me flow.
I did let you flow.
No, you just couldn't let me flow without even bringing him up. I didn't even care about him.
What you said, Bryce James?
That didn't mean you need to bring in LeBron
because that's his father.
I don't care.
Unfortunately, those brown sexuals do. LeBron James' second son is playing. Shut up.
They saying he's the best of the bunch, and I'm looking forward to this. He's first stop is against the defending champs. Let's see what he's about.
He's the best of the bunch, but he and LeBron, shut up.
And then the nightcap tonight is Villanova going against the 8th-ranked BYU Cougars, who had a very surprising season last year.
Deal with LeBron James' son, another LeBron James' son.
You act like you didn't know this was coming.
Not that I didn't know it was coming. It's just I'm gonna hate hearing LeBron's name being mentioned once every 4 or 5 minutes because it's supposed to be Bryce's platform to shine, but we won't be able to shine.
How would you know? Man, ain't touched the court yet.
Nick,
you let it play out first.
No, and this ain't against Bryce. It's just the glory hound and the pimp that LeBron is.
All I'm saying is let the game play first. Let's see what the commentators say, talk about, and then we go from there. The man ain't touched the ball yet.
Fine.
We don't have a game to critique yet.
Fine.
That's all I'm saying.
I will allow it, but I already know.
And if it goes the way that you want, you know what you're gonna be doing as Monday.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because I already know it's gonna be and not on Bryce.
That's it. What you're looking for in the latest is what BYU was for the men's last year.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see them coming.
Right. And to me, that's one of the most exciting parts about when the season unfolds. It's like, wow. Like I didn't see St. John's coming last year. Not saying they weren't going to be improved under Rick Pitino, but I didn't think they would be a high seed like they were. Now, they were hot garbage once they got into the tournament. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I want to see that. And to me, I think there stands a good chance that we might actually see a repeat performance for the national title game. I really believe it. And yeah, Justin, same. I've heard that Bryce is supposed to be good too. I've been hearing that Bryce is supposed to be good the year that Bronny was a senior in high school. They were like, well, yeah, people say that Bronny's good, but they're basically saying that Bryce actually would be even better than Woody Cliff's Bronny. And I've heard it since then. But if anything like has been with Bronny, whenever his name gets mentioned, LeBron keeps happening.
Well, it's on TNT and 2 TV, so I need to figure out who's calling these games. So,
LeBron.
and make it even better for you for next Monday. You actually have names to throw out there.
But it's going to be sickening if it's how good is it, LeBron? How good is it, LeBron? I want your eyes rolling the back of your head, LeBron. It's going to be sickening like that.
You and your...
I want your toes to curl, LeBron. I mean, it's going to be that sickening.
Tomorrow, the DV Invitation in Charlotte, North Carolina, as the 6th-ranked Blue Devils host. Is that your Longhorns, sir?
Yes, that would be my Longhorns.
Opening up against Duke
in Charlotte.
That is after the first CFP rankings come out at 8:45 on ESPN.
Well, they'll get introduced to a good butt whooping, but we'll see. We'll see how things go with them.
And then from one North Carolina team to the next, because November 7th, it's the Battle of the Blue Bloods, 7 p.m. ESPN. There's 19-ranked Jayhawks. They are going to Chapel Hill. They take on the 25th-ranked Tar Heels of North Carolina.
North Carolina. Oh, my pity pop motherfucker. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
And then November 8th, which is a special day, but
why? Why is it a special day, please? Why?
It's just a special day. That's all I'm going to say. It's a special day.
It's a special day. What game is playing?
The 15th-ranked Crimson Tide, Alabama. They are going to Madison Square Garden. They take on the aforementioned Rick Pitino and the 5th-ranked Red Storm of St. John's, 12 p.m. FS1.
I want to see if if Alabama can repeat what they did last year.
Oh, they got.
Can they actually be? Because it looks like they are poised to be probably the second or third best team in the SEC. Can they actually be one of those powers where you have to look at them and say, man, you really have to score to knock them completely out? I want to see if they can continue to do that this year. It'll be interesting to see it.
The interesting game that I'm looking at, 4 p.m. on Peacock, the Basketball Hall of Fame game. Providence going against Virginia Tech.
I should be higher on Big East basketball,
but you're not.
No, because it's almost just like it's UConn, St. Johnson, and the rest, and I don't want to feel that way about the Big East.
Well, that's because Marquette don't know what type of team they want to be. At one point, they want to be ranked and make sure everybody, oh, don't forget about us. We still that good. And then the next thing you know is like, what are we doing here, Marquette? What are we doing? So that's Marquette for you.
Then okay, well maybe Creighton might do something, make
Creighton,
some noise.
Oh yeah, I mean, Creighton always making noise. They just not in that upper echelon.
I agree. They're not.
But they always making noise. You always gotta look out for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, but it's that for me. It's.
And thanks a lot, Toronto. My bad.
100. I share in your disdain. But thank you and Dodgers for a wonderful World Series. I digress.
Man, we can see what Providence look like. I want to see what Virginia Tech look like.
Okay, all right. I think you may have convinced me. I want to see how these
one
two
is ranked, but I mean, it is a Big East ACC matchup. I mean, you gotta watch it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not all that high on Providence, and I'm not really all that high on Virginia Tech either. But I want to see what they can do.
And then 7 p.m. on Fox. Y'all better have Coach Johnson calling this game. That's all I gotta say. The 14th-ranked Razorbacks, they are going to East Lansing to take on the 22nd-ranked Spartans of Michigan State.
Is he going to pull double duty? Because you probably had to call a football game too.
Yeah, that is true. What is Big Noon kickoff at this weekend? Matter of fact, I don't even worry about it. You're right. He might have to he ain't gonna pull a double duty. He might be doing football first. Man, if I'm false, that's it, man. Matter of fact, why? Yeah, that's probably why. You might be right, because now that I'm looking at it, because there's no one in the world, Alabama and St. John should be on FS1. But it's at 12, so football takes precedent.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the game that's on Big Noon Kickoff probably ain't as important as this one.
Probably not. But pretty much football is king.
Yeah, I know. That's the part I hate the most. Matter of fact, I got it right here. And you know what? I take back what I said.
Okay.
Because that game is actually on our campus tour for Wednesday. I take that back.
Okay.
Yeah, I take that back. I might have to take that one back. But yeah, this is what we got for the college basketball starting this week. I think this is what I might be doing every week instead of just doing the whole non-conference slate that I was planning on doing. I just go week by week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is what Dustin said.
Dustin says, "You are right. They will say he will hang on to play with Bryce." Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Will LeBron, and this will be when Bryce is playing, will LeBron actually hold on and actually play with his son so he can actually say that he played with both his sons before he retires? We'll be hearing that for the next we'll be hearing that at least the next year. And if Bryce decides to stay in college another year, we'll be hearing the next 2. Cool says, Dustin, go Birds. Loving the needed reinforcements. And for people who don't know, Go Birds, that's reference to the Eagles. Cool says, look, should the Tar Heels be ranked?
It's the Tar Heels. They're always ranked.
Well, I mean, it's one of the blue blood schools. You know this, Cool. They're gonna get preferential treatment.
Matter of fact, now that y'all brought that up, I bet LeBron's in Vegas right now.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I mean, he's not playing, so
he's in Vegas right now as we speak.
And there was a reason why he wasn't playing, and this is the reason. That clown ain't injured.
From college, let's go to the NBA. Let's get you ready for the NBA slate for this week. How you like what I did here?
That's nice. You doing good, young grasshopper.
Oh Lord, he went Star Wars on me.
Yes, sir. Yes, that's right, young Padawan.
Tonight, Peacock Monday, 7 p.m. The Timberwolves, they are in Brooklyn. They take on the Nets, who has not won a game yet.
The New York Nets?
The Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
They are literally called the Brooklyn Nets. I know what you're trying to do.
I am not trying to do anything.
They are the Brooklyn Nets. They are the only team that has the title Brooklyn on it.
I am not trying to do anything.
All the other teams in New York says New York.
All I am saying is there's a team that plays in the same building as another, but this team is called Brooklyn. Wow.
Because they can't take the name New York.
Oh, Lord.
The Knicks won't allow them to.
Well, the Knicks are smart.
I thought you knew that.
I did. But the Knicks are smart.
The Lakers, who I just found out will be without Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic tonight, will be taking on the Portland Trailblazers 10 p.m. on NBA TV. That's interesting.
Yeah, it will be.
Tomorrow, coast to coast NBC, coast to coast NBC, 8 p.m. And I'm mad as hell that y'all doing. I'm mad as hell that y'all did this to me.
Although the Magic are a really good team, the Hawks are trash. Well, definitely trash without Trae Young. They're all NBC and Peacock. They're being equal opportunity players. Oh, that is so sweet of them. They'll actually have the garbage teams playing on prime time too. That is so nice of them.
Not the fact he just called my team garbage.
I didn't call your team garbage. I actually said I know the Magic are going to be pretty good. Look, the Magic are going to probably host the first round, at least the first round series. So they ain't garbage. The Hawks are. And look,
the first national televised game for the Magic, and they maybe have to go to Atlanta to do it.
And that's what I'm saying. And Atlantans will will show it to you. We'll be seeing a game in the State Farm Arena. That stadium, that arena seats almost 20,000 people. It'd probably be half field.
That's at 8 p.m. Magic and Hawks. Then 11 p.m. sunny California as the Clippers, the LA Clippers host the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Okay, since it's November, yeah, the Clippers actually will show up.
Yeah, which led to that most greatest rant of Cole Johnson love about me so much, where he got to put the worship alert on. Damn Clippers.
The Lakers had a 0.2 chance of winning. And
0.8.
I'm sorry, 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened? LeBron James by himself, not himself, by himself, outdid the Clippers. That's one of your greatest reigns ever.
That's what happens when you actually watch the game. And you know that.
Yes, I know that. But yeah, it was beautiful to put worship alert on that part, though.
And the funny thing is, we talked about that. They brought that up this morning on Snowman.
What did they bring up?
Victor used it.
Oh my.
And you know what, Dustin? I'm glad that you said because I've been thinking it for so long.
Dustin says, what is garbage is that Clippers logo. No, what is garbage is the fact that they think they can be led to the championship by one James Harden.
Or Kawhi Leonard.
Well, no. What's even more garbage about that is Kawhi Leonard leading them to at least playing 4 or 5 games in a row any time in the season.
Kawhi Leonard will literally drop 40 on you.
And then will drop from sight the next day.
And then next thing you know, he's done for the season. The man walked off the court dropping 40.
Mm-hmm. Then he's doing his Joel Embiid impression. I'm one of the greatest players ever in the history of the game. No, you are the greatest player, one of the greatest players in the history of the game. Yeah, to grab the pine. And we get a chance to see your suit and your casual and your upscale casual wardrobe. Because we ain't seen you actually show basketball skill.
And the crazy part is we all know you can play.
On both sides of the ball. He's one of the most consistent offensive players. He's one of the most lethal defensive players when he decides to focus the play. But it's the availability that messes all up. But it makes me happy though that the Clippers have to rely on James Harden. Because he'll be wonderful from now until mid-April. He'll be marginal
He'll be wonderful from now until the week of Mother's Day.
That's what I'm saying. He'll be wonderful from now until mid-April. He'll be marginal from mid-April to my birthday, which is late April. And then when we turn the calendar to May, he will be like Houdini. In fact, he'll be more impressive than Houdini. He'll show you how to disappear quicker than a magician. I synced it for 8 years when I was when he was on my Rockets. The fool will disappear quick.
Don't have a game 7 when you have James Harden.
No, because you'll be hoping that he scores that many points in the game. 7.
So that's tomorrow, coast to coast, NBC Peacock, ESPN Wednesday. The Timberwolves, they are in Madison Square Garden to take on the New York Knicks, 7:30 p.m. And then we are back in the City of Angels as Victor Wembanyama is taking the Spurs to take on the Lakers. Will they have Luka Doncic? Will they have Austin Reeves? We shall see.
Man, let me see. Let me ask this: Is the Baby Mama Bandit gonna be playing?
No word on that yet.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let me go check right now. Let me see if I can get status update. Matter of fact, it was a news about him. Okay, here it is. Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, hamstring, not quite game ready.
Okay.
So it says here, Minnesota Timberwolves guard Anthony Edwards has been cleared for contact activities on the court with the 3-time All-Star, not quite ready for game action 1 week after he strained his right hamstring.
Okay, so that means he's still playing Barry White tunes with the girl massaging him. Okay, that's good to know.
The Timberwolves announced that Edwards will remain out for their game at Brooklyn on Monday as he continues to progress through his rehabilitation program. Minnesota will play at New York on Wednesday and host Utah on Friday, followed by back-to-back road games at Sacramento on Sunday and Utah next Monday.
That means he wants to have three or four hoes to beg for that stick. Okay, that's good to know.
And then, sorry, Cody, but Prime Friday, NBA Cup. Your Rockets make their NBA Cup debut against San Antonio.
The NBA Cup.
That's at 7:30. And then the Warriors, they travel to Denver to take on Cool McCain's Nuggets at 10 p.m.
I don't give a crap if the Rockets win or lose.
Well, around this time, I know you don't.
What's that?
Oh, around this time, I know you don't. Actually, you should in a way, because even though you don't care about the NBA Cup, it still goes on the standings. The only thing that doesn't go on the standings is the championship game.
I know it goes in the standings. That's why I can't say the Rockets tank every NBA Cup game, because I know it does count toward the overall record. But the fact that we have this BS tournament in the middle of the season is utterly ridiculous.
I don't even say it's the middle of the season. It's more like the beginning of the season. We ain't even a month in.
Beginning, middle, end. It's in the course of the season. It's bull. Woosah.
So that is your NBA national televised schedule for this week.
Read it, Silver. Read it. Oh, Dustin says Rockets Harden was Brian Harden. No, he was even worse, because he would wow people, wow teams, and then all of a sudden he just would be gone, just like Houdini, just disappear. I never understood that. Just and would not understand why the same crap that they thought would work in the regular season thought he would work in the playoffs. I'm like, no, fool, it ain't gonna work.
Well, that's it for today's show. Cole Johnson, final words.
Well, John Morant, get your head in the game, son. Act as though you actually do have some sort of brain matter up there. WNBA players, keep your head up, ladies. Fight for what is yours. You need to do that, and these WNBA owners need to know, and both commissioners of the WNBA and the NBA all need to know that you are worth more than 9.3% of the total revenue that you get to share with the owners. We come to see you. We don't come to see them. To the ladies and to the young ladies and the young men tipping off this season, I hope you have a wonderful and healthy 2026. And Adam Silver, again, read it. What in the absolute crap is this BS? The NBA Cup needs to be gone. It needs to be gone now. It has no place in this game. None. Zilch, zero. And why did you actually have to get one of those executives in the NBA to have their daughters or sons have a court that basically has no color on it, and then you say, well, just color what you think the court should be, and then you actually decided to have 31 courts look this ridiculous? Why? Hot garbage.
All right.
Hot garbage.
The college basketball season is on the way. UConn, they are the betting favorites. Purdue, it's the better favorites on the men's side. UConn, you still have Easy Foot and you have Sarah Strong, so backcourt and front court should be good to go. You just need to make sure you got the pieces around them too to make sure you can go another one with Gino Auriemma, who is just killing the game for the lady side.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we can't forget about Don State and the South Carolina Gamecocks, because they always want the smoke with anybody. It don't matter.
Go ahead, Dawn. Show it off, girl.
On the men's side, of course, my Gators, the road to repeat begins tonight when we take on Bronny James in his first collegiate game as an Arizona Wildcats. We should win this game. Our entire front court is back.
And now I know why that game is nationally televised. Oh, my God.
Our entire front court is back. We brought in the transport point guard from Princeton. We brought in Berkeley Franklin from Arkansas. So I'm looking forward to see how quickly we can gel together.
Tell me to throw that, LeBron.
As we push forward for us. College basketball for the men's side, college basketball as a whole, North Carolina. Do you want it? Can you be relevant again, please?
Wow. Not can you be relevant?
Can you be relevant? Texas Tech has came up. BYU has came up. St. John is back to promise thanks to Rick Pitino. Where you at, North Carolina? Hubert Davis, you didn't get fired. So they giving you another chance. What you gonna do? In Chapel Hill.
Not Chapel Hill.
They sick of that team already. So that's why it's on Hubert Davis to get this North Carolina basketball program back to where it need to be at. In the mix. And of course, NBA. You had a great start. Continue to do what you're doing. Despite even though the fact B can't stay in the NBA Cup. Continue to do what you're doing. You're giving us some great games to watch. You helping us get through the week. Without us having looking around trying to figure out what to do with our nights. We can watch basketball. And no, we're going to watch some good basketball.
On crappy looking courts.
Well, that's only on Fridays. That's the only time you get to look at that.
Thank
At least you only get one day out of 7.
Thank God.
And by the way, NBA, I do love what y'all did with the scheduling because I know if it's a Monday, Peacock's where I need to go. If it's a Tuesday, it's NBC and Peacock. If it's a Wednesday, ESPN, and Friday, it's Prime Video. I love it. I don't have to search. I know what station to go to. So you got to give them that.
I do give them that. It's wonderful that they were smart enough to coordinate which days of the week would be televised by which network that would run it. That is smart of them. I will give you credit. I will give you NBA credit for that. This NBA Cup crap, this in-season tournament crap, no. Abolish it.
Have a good Monday night.
You've done good. You've done great. But you can't stop here. You can't stop now. You gotta keep going. Through all your trials and your tribulations, you gotta keep pushing. Now, finish your canvas.
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever